Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Not sure how many folks will get in here today, so we'll just kind of jump right into things. I don't really like to waste time. Let me get off of my email here. Okay, so welcome back to the channel, everyone. I wasn't able to do it live yet on Tuesday, which is January 28th, but I did I was able to get today's live in, and today we're going to be talking about DeepSeek, as you guys can see, which I have up on my screen here. If you guys don't know what DeepSeek is, we'll be kind of going over that, why it's kind of all the craze right now, and as far as news headlines and whatnot, and yeah. So if you're new to the channel, welcome in. If you don't know me, my name is the algorithmic developer with AI Dev Now. And if you want to look at my credentials, they're available inside of the description box. I am a two-time certified cloud developer that has worked with companies such as CVS Health, amongst other companies in areas such as healthcare, obviously, as well as Web3 and the blockchain, as well as gambling, as well as security, which is where I essentially got my start, and so on and so forth. And if you're wondering about what my certifications, I am certified in AWS and Azure. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. I don't really like the whole the credential spewing thing because I feel like it's null and void. I mean, because well, I guess in this sense, when I'm talking about something, but you guys will see as we start to publish more content on the channel and start actually building things, that will actually start to solidify my knowledge and what's that? My accreditation, I guess you could say, for that I know what I'm talking about. Because people, there's you can know how to speak to this and not have any practical knowledge whatsoever as far as knowing how to actually implement it. So you want to be very careful with thinking that someone is just because they know how to speak to certain things that they actually understand and can put it into practice when it comes to development and software and engineering. So let's jump right into DeepSeek here. So welcome to today's exploration of the rapidly evolving world of artificial intelligence, or AI. So in recent times, a new player has emerged, capturing the attention and challenging industry norms. Meet DeepSeek. Okay, so what is DeepSeek? So it is a Chinese AI startup that has developed an open source large language model named DeepSeek R1. This model performs on par with leading AI systems like OpenAI's ChatGPT. What's remarkable about DeepSeek is that it achieved this with a training cost of just $5.6 million, a stark contrast to the estimated $100 million spent by competitors. Now, these numbers come from a AP News article on this subject. So, if there is a more updated number that's out there, that may be more accurate, that is where I got that from. So, anyways, now this development, this whole thing about DeepSeek, and how it was developed raises a compelling question, right? It's how can a startup with a modest budget compete against tech giants investing billions into AI research? Right now, I want to stop here and just put in my own 2 cents, and just let you guys know that this is one of the things I try to kind of get across to people who are trying to get jobs in the industry, or who just attain the skill of becoming a software engineer, a web developer, or just coding or programming in general, right? You might have just started learning your first couple of languages. Um, and so when you have these kinds of large companies, right, and they create things, when you attain this skill, you've now entered the domain of now I am, you become, in a sense, a very powerful individual because now you can, in a sense, now start to be impactful, right? You can, depending on the kind of app that you create, you can influence and impact the world. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't realize that when you attain this skill, you can go out and build things that you're passionate about. And whether it's the healthcare devices, right? Like for example, like we have pacemakers, that's getting more into hardware, but you can definitely use this skill to like do things that you're passionate about and, in a sense, help your community or help the world. So just don't forget that. And I want to say it was only a matter of time before a smaller startup developed, in a sense. I didn't, I didn't expect it to be something that could actually compete with these kind of larger language models, but I did expect that there would be some competition coming from startups who would try to try to like just optimize these large language models and train them in a way that cuts costs and works on a budget, and it's open source. So you have to understand that with development, that things like this are always they're always going to come eventually because it's just how the market works when you're in software engineering. And that's why I always harp on why, as a software developer, should always, instead of going out and looking for jobs, you want to make sure you're balancing that with, okay, what product can I create for myself, right? Whether it be, you might be an art, you might have come from an industry where you were an artist, or you might have a hobby as an artist on the side, right? And or you paint or draw or whatever. Now you can use technology and combine that with your art, with you being an artist, right? For example, now you can create your own website for your art, right? Now you can create your own e-commerce store for your art, right? Most people like to use Shopify, but you being able to create your own store and have more of that control over the customization and kind of the integration with how people pay and what kind of APIs you're integrating and what's possible and things like that, what kind of payment methods are available. So things like that, I know Shopify does make it very easy and it's very tempting to just use Shopify, but I'm always a big proponent of, like, if you have the skill, you want to always be building things in-house, building things for yourself, right? That's just my opinion. Um, Even things like building your own password managers for things like managing your passwords, right? That's something very simple that you can do as a coder. I actually recently did that in Python. So just giving you guys examples of why you should always be, and you can even actually turn that password manager into a product, right? Gated, which how you turn projects on your portfolio into products. Like I mentioned before, I'm going to make a course on this, but you need to gate the product, right? You need to gate the project, right? So you need to make sure that whatever the feature that you're trying to sell or offer, it has to be behind a paywall. That's what I mean when I say you have to gate, and then you also have to make sure there's a way for users to authenticate and authorize. So with the application, so users need to be able to log in, and manage their accounts, manage payments, billing, or whatever the case may be, whether you're selling a subscription, a one-time payment, or you're selling products, e-commerce style, whatever the case may be, you want to make sure you have those, and then you also want to make sure you have security will be the third thing. And then you can get the user experience, um, modular code base, more detailed things about performance, but scalability, stuff like that. But you want to make sure that you actually have the basics for the MVP, which is the app. The app is gated, and users are able to authenticate with the application, manage their accounts and things like that. So getting back into DeepSeek, so DeepSeek's success stems from an innovative training methods and use of less advanced hardware. That was another thing that was, because the thing is that, well, from my perspective, I think that everybody's trying to, that's why Nvidia stock actually went up. If you guys heard about that, is because everybody's trying to get these new Um, I'm tempted to say AI chips, but everybody is essentially trying to get these really good GPUs so that they can run and train these models, right? As far as these companies that are developing products that involve these large language models, right? Or developing their own large language models. And so because DeepSeek utilized less advanced hardware, it opens things up for those who don't have as much of a budget to experiment and kind of compete in this space, right? And it doesn't compromise performance. So their open source approach has also fostered collaboration and rapid improvement within the global tech community. And so it's open source, so anybody can look at it and use it and play with it and kind of make their own version. So it's really a, I don't want to say revolutionary, but it's really a huge thing that they kind of released that and made it open source. So the rise of DeepSeek exemplifies the dynamic and democratizing nature of AI development today. It demonstrates that groundbreaking breaking advancements are not solely in the domain of well-funded tech giants, but can also emerge from innovative startups worldwide. Um, let's see. So as AI continues to integrate into various aspects of our lives, it brings both opportunities and challenges. While AI has the potential to revolutionize industries and improve efficiency, it does raise concerns about ethical use, data privacy, and the need for responsible development. Now, this was a concern. I was reading some articles back, I think earlier last year, of the ethical use and data privacy. Um, but like I said, it's not something that I'm always just focused on the opportunity side of things. I understand that there's concerns about the ethical use, data privacy, and things like that. But you know, like I said, I'm always concerned about the opportunity. I don't feel like I'm doing anything with, I'm being careful with how I use my information when I'm using AI tools. So, and I'm not doing anything that would be considered malicious with any of the AI tools that I utilize. So I'm not concerned about, I'm concerned about it, but at the same time, like I said, I'm always focused on the opportunity it presents because, more of like a glass half full type of attitude that you have to have when it comes to life in general. While still being aware and trying to educate yourselves on things and current events and things that are happening and current conversations, of course, right? So, as always, you want to stay informed and engaged as all of us navigate this exciting frontier, ensuring that the benefits of AI are realized responsibly and inclusively. That's another huge one, even with the current conversation around DEI. So it's all very interesting, but like I said, I'm always somebody who just I try to stay I just try to do my own thing, and I do have my views as far as some of the conversations, and I have my own opinions um, about but I'm more action oriented, so I think that how we kind of present or express ourselves, we kind of that's something we have to be aware of as well. Um, in these conversations. But I think it's good that the conversations are even started as far as like the AI conversations. Um, open source, and it just opens up a lot of opportunity for developers. That's kind of the main thing I talk about on this channel. There's lots of opportunity for developers. If you have this skill, even in an AI driven world, I want to say, there's still opportunity. So you want to try and take advantage and as things change, you want to try and change and adapt with those things, right? So as things change and we move more into AI and robotics potentially or automation, you want to just try and adapt and change and adjust with those things. And if jobs get reduced because of that, then all you can do is try and adapt and yeah, and try and make sure that you at least you still have a job and that you still have the ability to create jobs for others. Just try and do what you can do. It's more of like trying to maintain a positive attitude. So in that regard, I'll leave it there. we're only at about 14 minutes, or 15 minutes for the live today. Um, so I'm gonna go over a few articles here with you guys around DeepSeek. Um, this article was dated January 27th. DeepSeek R1 exposed security flaws in China's AI model. Um, so I haven't actually checked this out. Let's see. Now, DeepSeek is ranked sixth on the chatbot arena benchmarking, surpassing leading open source models such as Meta's Llama 3.1 405B, as well as proprietary models like OpenAI's O1 and Anthropic's Claude 3.5 Sonnet model. As you can see from the screenshot right here, looks like Gemini EXP1206 is the high, I want to say, so rank UB. So we do have two different rankings here. So I'll have to check this out to see exactly what both of these rankings mean. But it looks like Gemini is leading in the top three positions. So if you don't know what Gemini is, that is it used to be called Bard, but that is Google's large language model, if I'm not mistaken. So DeepSeek R1 appears to outperform ChatGPT 4.0 in certain problem-solving scenarios. For instance, when asked them how many times the letter G appears in the word Entschuldigung, meaning sorry in German, DeepSeek R1 correctly answered 2, while ChatGPT 4.0 incorrectly responded with 1. DeepSeek was right in solving counting problems. However, it appears that the impressive capabilities of DeepSeek R1 are not accompanied by robust safety guardrails. So this was a test by KELA. Says that it can be easily jailbroken using a variety of techniques. As far as the model, says the reasoning process is displayed openly. Okay, malicious use made easy. Chinese have often been. So yeah, this is a blog post by KELA. I'm not familiar with the platform. I believe it's a security platform. Um, so very interesting article. Make sure you guys come and check it out. Like I said, this is something I just kind of saw pop up on my feed. So I'm just reading along and giving you guys the news. I'm not sure. I mean, they put a lot of screenshots in there, so it looks like they kind of went through the code and verified all of that what they're saying in there. So but the code is open source, so like I said, anyone can go in there and look and see those things that they were talking about, um, and stuff like that. So let's see. DeepSeek halts new signups amid large-scale cyber attack. So it looks like there was a cyber attack, or ongoing large-scale cyber attacks. AI arms race heats up. So yeah, it's very. I mean, this is very interesting stuff, man. Like I said, it might not seem like it's important, but AI is a very powerful. So it's a very hot topic, and even if you're not a technical person, I would say it's something you want to be paying attention to. Um, I would say I'm actually going to start going live on a different platform because I'm not even getting anybody on my YouTube. I'm gonna start going live on TikTok, maybe, because I don't even see you guys hopping on here that much. I don't think YouTube is a good platform to go live on. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take a look at. So this is DeepSeek, guys. So as you can see here, it says due to large scale malicious attacks, registration might be busy. So that's what we kind of just mentioned. What we kind of just looked at with that article over there. And then you see here's the actual GitHub for DeepSeek. Um, I'm not sure. Let me see. It has 10 commits. Let me see. They have the PDF figures. It says it's open source, but I don't. Let me see. This is DeepSeek R1. I haven't actually looked at it. So DeepSeek VL2, DeepSeek R1. Okay, it's public. Okay, let's see. DeepSeek VL2. I don't see anything here except for a PDF though. So that's weird. And then we have, okay, figures. Okay, just a bunch of PDFs. Where's the actual code though? Am I, oh, is it an emphasis? Okay, I see Python code here. Let's see. Yeah, string. I see web demo. Yeah, so I don't actually even see any. I see an inference.py. Okay. Yeah, maybe we'll take a look at this and kind of go through some of the code for DeepSeek. I haven't actually, like I said, I haven't actually did any research at all. This is just me giving you guys some news, to be quite honest. So we'll take a look and we'll give you guys some more information about this. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap the stream up. Then we're gonna go ahead and switch up our strategy here. Maybe we'll start going live on over on TikTok, and that'll be the new platform that we go live on, so we can make sure we get some more traction. So that's it for this one, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. For those of you who did tune in, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel for more software engineering updates daily. And